So I just went to the website of the organization. It's here. If you type in affyag.org, it will take you there. So all these Gen Z, where you sabi everything, spread the news. So I've gone there. I've already shared the website with friends who are both in Ghana and outside. And I am convincing them to also donate. I heard Kitwa Biensha, but the things that you have been given is not Kitwa. So we don't want Kitwa. No coins. Like the CD notes, there are the reds and the blues. There are some reds and some blues that you don't want. So please look at, and I'm going back to Sheikh's words. Look at the blessings you've received and give accordingly. If we want the foundation to do big things, we should support it to do big things. So, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, students from the Suhum Girls School, can I have your attention this corner? I think you will agree with me that we have spent our Saturday very well. We've had a very fruitful Saturday in these very beautiful surroundings, which is a testament to the work of the founder, his career. We've been told he's a scholar, he's an entrepreneur, he's a philanthropist. It is very good. Togbi also reminded us, what are we leaving behind? We are so used to accepting things from everywhere. But we have to ask ourselves, how did it start? People made money. They cared for their families, but they thought about their communities. And when the founder was speaking, he said, we are not beggars. And I think that it is important to start from that. We are not beggars. Every time we talk about Africa lacks, Ghana lacks, and I said to myself, why don't we start from what we have instead of what we lack? Is the glass half full or half empty? So let's start with what we have. All the talents, the blessings. Look at the young man who came to do the recitation. His melodious voice. That is a talent. That is a talent. Yesterday, I was at a funeral for a woman I did not know much about. She came to our church, but what I remembered of her is that every Christmas, I didn't know her. She would bake cakes and give it to everybody in the church. So recently, I became aware that her husband was not well. I saw him, he was very lean. The wife was looking after him. She went for a checkup. They admitted her that she wasn't ill. She went for a checkup. When after the checkup, they decided to admit her. Within 3 or 4 days, she was dead. And I went to the funeral because I remembered her as a kind person. And it was at the funeral that I learned so much about her. She was a chemistry, she had taught chemistry and mathematics around Ghana, Winneba Secondary School, Bogatanga, all kinds of places. Very talented people. So what I'm saying is that among all of us, there are so many talented people who don't even scream about their achievements, but they have those achievements, like Sheikh here. And you can see the style in which everything has been organized, the care, even before the board members are starting their work, they have been recognized. They've been given the citations for what they've done. Those of us who merely accepted to come, he has gone and printed these plaques. And he didn't just look at the boxes that he has put them in. Look at all these packets packages that he's given to us. What has been printed about the foundation? The website, professionally done. Okay, so this is the attention, this is the love that he puts into everything. And as he has told us, Fattahu means opening the doors of opportunity to everybody. You can get something like the parable of the talents. You can go and hide it in the soil, but he has put his light up so that everybody can see and it can draw people to him. We need to reciprocate this and make it not in vain. He has put his resources at the disposal of the community. And when you look at the approach of the foundation, how it will work, it says collaboration, community engagement, inclusivity. We have already seen the collaboration. The police are here, the media is here, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Gender, Youth and Social Protection, Children and Social Protection, Ghana Education Service, so many different foundations, chiefs, community leaders. This is how we really make sure that the seed really gets implanted. So it is important if we want to do things, this charity that is talking about, which coincides with the reading from the Quran that we heard about charity. And it's not charity that screams, that tells you, I did this for you. You were nobody. I picked you up. No. Quiet charity. You don't even know that you are being helped. At the end, you think, I did it myself, and you don't know how you got there. There are people who think, oh, nobody helped me. There are people who say, oh, why? I came up. But it's not true. Look at what we have heard. You think you are just an engineer or a doctor by chance. It's because some things were created and you stood on the shoulders of others, even if they did not tell you where you were coming from. So, he's also told us, and everybody has told us, that we must find ways to complement the efforts of government. Government can do something. But if you don't have a conducive home atmosphere where parents are sharing, where they are discussing, where they show care and love and commitment, it's very difficult for you to come to anything. And I think that one of the things that has been stressed, it's about we should have knowledge, we should have skills, but we should have values. Values. What is killing us today in our country is the lack of values. We have many knowledgeable and skilled people who have no values, who are ever ready to dip their hands into communal resources and convert it to their own use. This is what is killing us. We can go to church or to the mosque and still not have values. What do our different religions tell us? These are the things that are killing us. So I like this stress on values, that however the knowledge we have, the skills we have will be meaningless unless they are accompanied by values. And those values include a community spirit, caring for each other, knowing that when you take, you are making it, you are giving it, making it impossible for all to also have. Doesn't belong just to you. I think that this was reinforced by Dr. Harun, who was talking about holistic education to create a holistic human being. If you can speak, you know everything, but you don't have love, you are useless. You're really useless. So, our special guest of honor, he reminded us, he paid homage to Dr. Ibn Abdallah and what he has done, and also to our founder who has retired but is not tired. It's so easy. No, it's so easy. People will tell him, why are you worrying yourself? You have done what you can. Just relax. He says, no, I cannot relax. I cannot relax. I'm putting my resources at the disposal of everyone. And look at it. It was not till Dr. Chambers spoke that we even heard about what they had done with the Suhum Girls Islamic secondary school or high school. So this is also a tribute to these quiet acts of caring, of charity, of giving. And we have been told that education is the key to everything. I talked about it as a bridge, a key, right? So without it, the leadership will be empty. It's not about how much money you have. What do you know? How are you going to give it? How are you going to impart it to the community? And very usefully, we were reminded about our development paradox. The countries that took palm nuts, palm oil from us, now we import palm oil from them. In fact, if you look at the shortfall, it is remarkable. Why is it that somebody comes to you, Malaysia, takes your palm nut, takes it to their country, and now they are the leading palm nut producer in the world, and you are importing it from them. So it's not what you have, it's what you do with it. And this is the whole issue about value addition. It's about our cocoa, which we are destroying. We haven't mentioned galamsey, but it's here. And it's happening in all our communities. It is destroying us. Yesterday, they were telling us, you say eat vegetables, not knowing that the vegetables that you are eating are contaminated with mercury and cyanide. We can't even drink our water now. What will we do? If we gain the whole world and we lose our souls, what would we have gained? You know? So, this issue about the knowledge to transform our resources to add value, but also to think about the common good, gold. So we are looking for gold, and therefore we must destroy our livers, we must destroy our babies, the malformed babies, the mothers who are dying. What we are spending just to just last week or 2 weeks ago, Kwenyako Waterworks, they've had to shut it down. And they are saying 10 districts in the central region don't have water, just in the central region alone, because of this shutdown. So it is really a challenge. And we've also been told about those shared responsibilities, the parents, the role of men and boys, and the fact that even though we are thinking about girls, it does not mean that we must ignore our boys, and that it is not a zero-sum game. It's not an either or. It is holistic. It is inclusive. We must carry everybody along, not leave anyone behind. And the solidarity messages have also stressed the role of collaboration. And it is very good that already this foundation, this is the approach that it is taking, that it will collaborate. It is not pretending that it is the first, it is not inventing the wheel. It will work with everybody to foster its objectives. So here we are. We've been, as I said, we've had a wonderful afternoon, but going forward, those pledge forms, let us not forget about it. And those of you who are technologically savant, go on the website. Let's preach this foundation to everybody. Let's bring it together to ensure we know that Alhaji Hamid is using a lot of his own resources, but he needs more to be able to take the vision forward. So let's pledge. Don't feel under pressure that, oh, today I didn't come well. We didn't come well, but we can promise. And the pledge, we can make it monthly, we can make it annually. This is how foundations start in other places. The Carnegies, the Rockefellers, yes, we don't have the same means that they had, but we can begin to do something. And we pray that the Fattahu Foundation for Youth and Girl Child Education will grow from strength to strength, and it will be our foundation, and we will support it. Thank you very much. I wish you a good weekend.
I believe our chairperson deserves louder applause. Thank you very much. So the police band is